Hello. So, I'm starting another road trip. Well, not really a road trip. I'm just going somewhere today. So, I'm driving 4 hours to my friend's house / my house, I guess. So, if you don't know anything about me, hi, my name is Kim. I'm a spiritual development guide, but I also currently live between 3 different houses in 2 different countries. And I'm about to go to my other country in just a couple of days / weeks, or I don't know, sometime soon. Anyhoozles, so I'm gathering all of my things that I need, because I don't know where anything is at this point. I've been going back and forth, and I'm lost track of all of my stuff. At the beginning, it's pretty easy, but after 10, 12, 13, 20 times of going back and forth, you lose track. So that's where I am right now. I've got to go everywhere and make sure that I have everything that I need, and I still have a feeling that I'm going to forget something, but keep your fingers crossed that I don't. So if you notice the sky right now, I had to come on here because I heard the song Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, and it always comes at a most beautiful, amazing time. I never put my playlists on, like, just playing through. I always shuffle everything, and this one just happened to be on something that I wasn't expecting it, so it was a nice little treat. And whenever I heard this song, it's completely cloudy, as you can see. So even though there is the sun in the sky, it's a beautiful day. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's telling me that even though I have no idea at all what the heck is going on, I am divinely loved, divinely supported, and so are you. The sun always shines, even though the clouds might be covering the sky. Even on the stormiest days, the sun always shines. Always. And the thing is, I feel like with this journey right now, I feel like I am getting something that I have never gotten before. And I feel like, honestly, it's love and support that I didn't know how to accept in my life. I didn't have the easiest childhood, and that's fine. But since becoming an adult, I've had to really tear down a lot of layers that I was grown up in, that I was accustomed to. And now I feel like I'm finally able to enjoy the fact that I have healed different aspects of my life. And I have come so far. And I was kind of nervous about going, and it still hasn't hit me that I'm going back to India. But honestly, I'm not nervous anymore. I don't feel like I feel like this time is going to be completely different. I feel like, even though I don't know how a lot of people are going to react, and I don't know how a lot of people are going to be whenever I get there, I know that I'm going to be with the love of my life, and I know that he loves me 1000%. And I know that I love him, and we're going to do whatever we need to do in order to make sure that our life together is going to be great. I'm really excited to cook. I'm not going to lie. I've gotten quite a few things. I've gotten a pasta maker. I've learned a few different recipes, and I want to really start blending 2 of our cultures together. I do feel bad for my husband, though. He's Indian, but he's a sweet Indian. And what I mean by this is, he loves the sweets. He cannot handle a lick of spice. And every time I cook anything, he's always dying, got the hiccups, has to chug milk, and I don't mean to. I just make everything spicy. It's the Hungarian in me. But we're gonna get it figured out. Stay tuned for a bunch of recipes and us cooking together. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I have, I guess, a myth to debunk with you. It's not really a myth, though. It's true. Anyhoozles. So here it is. Whenever I first started my spiritual journey, like really got into it, one of the first terms that I learned was empath. And I thought for a while that I was an empathic person. And I'm very sensitive to energies around me. I can pick up on energies. I can read people very, very easily. But the thing is, if somebody comes to me and they like pour their heart out to me and like they're going through some time, I'm not the one. I'm not the one to sit there and be like, oh, and hold your hand. And that's not who I am. I'm the kind of person that's like, that sucks. I understand that I can feel your energy if I try to tune into it. I can understand that. However, I do also know that me being open and receptive to everybody's energies is not good. It's not good for me. It's not good for you either, because honestly, that would mean I would be giving you the exact same energy that you were giving. And that's not the best. That's not the way I do things. I like to keep my energy as mine and your energy as yours. And although I can be empathetic to your feelings and I can be like, yeah, okay, I get where you're coming from and I can show sympathy towards you, I don't necessarily feel bad for you in situations. And I feel like that is something that in the spiritual community, people really get mixed up. Just because you are empathic or just because you are sensitive to other people's emotions does not mean you have to be. There's a thing as energetic boundaries. And it took me a long time to really get the handle of it. And especially after I was on that show, it really threw me through a loop, realizing where I needed to make my boundaries a little bit stronger, where I was still allowing other people's energies to seep in. Ultimately, I know that what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, and I can feel for you without having to take on that energy that you are feeling. So, hey, if you're ever looking for a guide in this community, make sure you hit me up. There's a link in the description or the bio or somewhere around here. Check it out. You'll find it. And I'm do one-on-ones if you're going through something. Typically, I do those with my cards so I can give you unbiased guidance from your spiritual guides directly channeled for you. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person that'll hold your hand through things. I will give you the advice that I feel is coming through me and that I feel is best in this situation. So, good luck on your journey. And if you're going through something like you are also too receptive to energies around you, I might be the person for you, but I'm not the person for everybody. So keep that in mind. Good luck. Recently, I've come on here and I've said something about I give my dad and my stepmom chance after chance after chance, but whenever it comes to my mom, I'm very cut and dry with her. And I was curious as to why that happened. And I think I posted this video a month or two or maybe even 3 ago, and it's taken me this long to really understand why and to understand how I can move forward with my relationship. So with my mom she has a lot of narcissistic tendencies. She never takes accountability for anything. It's very hard to just have an adult level conversation with her. But with my dad and stepmom, if we do talk or get into an argument, I think both of us, both sides of the parties, we come to some kind of understanding. Like with my dad and stepmom, I know a lot of my siblings don't really talk to them because of their own personal relationships and the stuff that they've had going on in their lives. However, with me, every time I've talked to them, they've seemed open and they've wanted a relationship with me, which is the main difference between them and my mom. My mom, last time we spoke, 9 months ago, pretty much was like, I can't have a relationship like this anymore. And she decided to turn her phone off and cease communication with not only me, but everybody in the world for 2 or 3 weeks. And since then, she has turned her phone back on because She can't go without her phone. I can, but she can't. But anywhoozles, that's the kind of person that I deal with there. With my dad and stepmom, if something goes wrong or I feel a certain way, yeah, we might get into an argument. We might get heated because we three trigger each other quite a bit, and I think that we're all placed in each other's lives to help each other grow, in a sense. It's supposed to be good. Anyways, what was I saying? The guy was going backwards. Anyways, so with my dad and stepmom, we come to some kind of understanding. We can be open enough to understand the other's point of view, even if we don't necessarily agree with it. From that point forward, we can develop an adult relationship. And recently, I've written a whole passage about a dream that I had regarding my stepmom. In it, you'll have to read the book for it, but in it, I talk about this pretty much that we have between us. After letting her read the passage, after telling her about my dream and really having a heart-to-heart conversation with her, I do feel like we have made it the first steps into having a good adult relationship. And that's not something I've ever been able to say that I've really had with a mother figure before. I think I've been very closed off to the mother type energy. And with mother type energy, I mean the unconditional love, the support, that kind of energy, because I've never known it. I'm 30. How old am I? 30. Always confuses me. I'll be 32 soon. But anyways, it never had that before, and I've never felt open and safe enough around any kind of female, except for my sister, to be able to give myself that kind of love and support. I tried my best. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've tried doing. I've really been guided a lot by the maiden and the crone because I was so dismissive to the mother figure. Now I feel like I'm learning how to accept it for what it is. With so many people, I feel like I have that relationship that I have with my mom, the cut and dry, the this or that, either you're with me or you're against me kind of thing. And I'm starting to learn how I can accept people where they are more than I could and still leave space for them, still love them, and understand that we can have differences of opinion, understand that we can be two completely different people and still hold space for love and support for each other. I feel like this is the start of something brand new for me, something that I've never had. Like I said, things are really starting to lift up. So we'll see. Wish me luck, because I feel like this is a beautiful part of my journey. And if you want to be along for the ride, feel free. You're welcome to be here with me. You're welcome to be here with me anytime. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Kimberly. I'm a spiritual development guide, and I'm the owner of Positively Kimberly. This is it. This is something good.
If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching!